There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Schaefer. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Schaefer. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. They've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
Now, I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but, of course, that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Schaefer, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Schaefer. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Glove. Now this aired out deep for Reed. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out where the quarterback.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And, yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Schaefer. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. You look at this Packers defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Looking to throw. Schaefer. And it's going to be batted down. We'll go the other way with the football. The Commanders went for it, but they could not pick up the first. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
At their 49-yard line.
Love, they go play action now. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Anders Carlson now for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Those defense for the Packers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Well, now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. Schaefer. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to...
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Looking to throw. Schaefer. And his throw is incomplete.
Now he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And he loses the football a second time. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Reeves fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The Packers at 1-8 now on the year. They come in on a one-game winning streak. See if you can call it that. But remember, that was on the heels of an 8-game losing streak. So trying to keep it positive here.
I'm going to take your advice. I think that's a good idea. Let's keep it positive. But let's face it, it's almost like in the theater. You're only as good as your last performance. They're hoping to make this an extended run now, not close after one performance.
On second down, Dillon fighting through it. He's got space. Still on his feet. He's on his way. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
They'll run here with Dillon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
52.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. To throw now. Here's Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Carlson on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Schaefer, throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And to the 42-yard line here, brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Out of his end zone, Love. A short throw to Musgrave. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Reese, and he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Reese, and brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Ready.
Love now to pass on first down. This is Reese on the ground. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Black Ultra. Hut, hut.
Here's Love. That's caught. Allen Robinson. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Robinson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, So they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks are starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Washington.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A final shot before break. Schaefer. And his throw here's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Commanders, nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Love with a give to Dillon. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, his fifth rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Carlson on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They go play action here on first down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Schaefer. That's complete to his receiver, McCloy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Schaefer. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd and 11 now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Harrison. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run with Gibson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down, Commanders.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Schaefer escaping the pressure right. He's got it to Gibson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Schaefer. He finds his man complete. It's Harrison. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Schaefer looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a first and goal from very short range.
Back to throw again. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. Great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touch. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Fifteen-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Drill green. Ready?
On 2nd down now. It's Reese. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd and 4.
Slide through.
Love looking to throw it. Oh, wide open, complete. Down to the 10. It's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 79 yards. As his guys were able to push that lead out a bit further. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Throwing on 1st down. Schaefer throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrison. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Ready. Striker, 3-3.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
On the ball. Smith, red. Cut.
Again, it's Dillon. They're going to snap this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. On this day, the ground has been his,
ready?
but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at the 2.
And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Schaefer.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
34, Commanders 15. Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Love.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Schaefer. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
7-yard line.
Back to throw. Schaefer. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Trouble, 38.
Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown. Christian Watson with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on third down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And incomplete on the deep ball. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
560. Ready.
On 3rd down, Reese. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
On for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Gibson again.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Schaefer. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Schaefer.
This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line.
1st down, Washington.
Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Schaefer. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw on 3rd down. Schaefer. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
Ready. Set, cut.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Let's go now. Hut.
Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.
If you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Packers, it's a second win on the year now as they move to 2-8. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.